Peace Collective, we're getting into the daily energy readings for today. The first card that came out is Strength. To me, this is letting me know that we are merging with our strength, our willpower. What you've been trying to put out there in the universe and ultimately the great design of your life, it's coming into fruition. Today, you are experiencing a return of your energy. You could be feeling more vibrant. You could be looking more vibrant. I know I am today. Okay. But for the strength card to come out, I knew that this message was about remembering who you are, right? In this existence, and we've been living in this matrix, it's easy to forget your desires. It's easy to forget the strength that you were born with. It's easy to forget, okay, that you are the creator's creations. And if we come directly from source power, understand that we also have the ability to co-create our reality. And this is cementing more in our minds, in our energy fields, in our etheric body, in our light body. Okay, this is taking place. Today is a day of ultimately putting your desires and your needs first. And then we have the Two of Pentacles. To me, this is letting me know that in the Two of Pentacles, you can go different directions, right? You can follow your heart's true desires, or you can even go with something that's more in the mainstream. However, you go more in the mainstream, I don't see that being as fruitful, right? If you are having um, ideas of, let's say, like, employment, right? Working for someone else instead of opening up your own business and following your heart, what's going to be more fruitful is you following your own heart, going after the business. Working for someone else, I feel like this is advancements that could ultimately take place in someone's life, but it's not going to give you the life that you desire. It's going to provide more stability. It's going to provide um it's going to provide the finances required for you to have, stability in your life, but it's not going to be where you have the finances where you can ultimately enjoy life to its fullest potential. And so there are two pathways that you can take in these energies. And the King of Pentacles came out next to it. And for me, this is letting me know confirmation. Whichever path you decide to go through, it's going to bring abundance into your life. Understand that abundance is going to be limited if you are working for someone else. If you decide to take a chance on yourself, honey, the sun came out. This is where you're ultimately crafting your life to your set schedule, your needs, right? So let's say that you are more of a night owl, right? You can sit here and say, okay, hey, I'm taking clients or shipping orders within a certain time frame. You're not on someone else's time, you're on your time, divine timing. Okay. And this is speaking to honoring that divine timing. This is speaking to showing up for self. This is speaking to remembering the power that you have and ultimately the being that you are, because yes, you can sit here and go the route of actually working for someone else. Are you going to be happy doing that? No, you're probably going to be content for a little while, um in the fact that financial and material needs are being met, but it's not going to satiate your heart, right? And this is here, I feel like, for the Two of Pentacles, this is, yeah, you'll have material abundance, but it's not going to be satiating you on the heart level. If you follow your heart, and that's where the Two of Pentacles, uh, the man holding the Two of Pentacles in his hands is looking towards, is what's going to be more abundant, but it's not more abundant from a standpoint of what's more fruitful financially. It's what's more fruitful to your heart. What's the calling on your heart, and this is going to open up doors that for you seemed as though they were blocked before. This is something where you're showing up for you and the world is not reflecting that image to you. They're reflecting that acceptance of self because you accepted yourself. They're reflecting peace. The world is reflecting peace. The cosmos is reflecting peace because you are choosing peace. You are choosing to be the author of your own story. Today is about remembering who you are. And in this cycle, in this matrix, we've been giving, excuse me, not giving, given. We've been given essentially, I'm going to call disillusionment, pills of disillusionment. I was trying to find the way of saying that, where people now get caught up in social media and scrolling, and they're no longer listening to their internal world. See, when you were actively born and they wanted to shoot up babies with these vaccines that didn't need to be that they didn't need to have automatically. They're putting ointments on their eyes. They're cutting, um, clipping the umbilical cord before the blood goes to to the child that's being born. You have been robbed, and in this, when you are coming directly from source, children retain, babies retain that memory. They may not be able to experience it, but they know. And this today is the time of remembrance that you came from the all that's powerful, the all that is all that's powerful, the all that is all that created this universe and every other universe in existence. So, are you done playing small, and are you going to choose yourself? It is about remembering who you are always with gratitude and finality, that now you are choosing the higher path, because there's been everybody's talking about these timeline orientations, right? People being reoriented to their correct timelines, right? And timelines that are better suiting for them to live this life, where they're not having spiritual attack to the degree, into the same degrees, or whether they're not um, just getting pummeled with just the stress of this false system. But we are still essentially in a crossroads type of energy, and this energy is asking, what timeline are you going to settle for? Because really it comes down to freedom and the choice that we have. So there's many of you that have great destinies to be birthed within you, but the fear of not having what you ultimately need could be keeping you in a place of stagnation. Fear is only false evidence appearing real. And when we are living in a world where everything is false, it seems so real and seems to be our reality, taking a chance on self can be one of the scariest things that we ever do. And Spirit is saying, remember who you are, but also have the wisdom and the patience to know that you are facilitating something that is going to bloom into something beautiful. Do you have it in you to have the patience for your dreams to come to the forefront? The foresight that building an empire will take its time, but it's worth building? Or are you concerned about your immediate needs, that you are willing to put yourself back into the false system? You've reclaimed different aspects of self, but you are at a new beginning. Are you going to the road and the path that's going to take you to your greatest version that you can achieve in this lifetime? Or are you going to the path of, yes, I'm still going to be in my spiritual walk and understand that I'm connected to the all that it's all, but I want to take the road of employment? And maybe you take the road of employment and still tend to your goals. But at that point, are you wearing yourself thin? And I understand that there are circumstances in everybody's life, and we can't predict how these circumstances are going to play out. But know that if you really trust God, if you really trust the all that it's all has you at all points in time, remember who you are and choose your greatest version. Also, if you're curious about the services that me and the Divine offer, you can go to www.mamarain.org. Y'all, it's been a blessing. Take care from me and Spirit. Peace.